as well. We have people in white robes and
Yes, well, and it introduces D.A.C.
the Day of Wrath.
The Day of Wrath, and it was wonderful to rehearse this with Maestro Honeck, because he wanted a tremendous lead-in, and we rehearsed it over and over again. It's wonderful to work with a director who only wants more. Usually they tell me less, but he wanted more. And, it's a fantastic lead-in. It's wonderful to sort of give a verbal and literary thought to a piece of music. I thought this was an extremely unusual concert and very moving, because it sort of guided. Don't you agree? I certainly felt it up on stage. We were sort of guiding people's emotions, steering them through the ups and downs of the Requiem, and of course that was the hottest moment.
I think for many people, the poetry of Nelly Sachs is a discovery. Was it for you, and how did it fit in with the evening as far as
it's beautiful. Those two Nelly Sachs poems and the extraordinary poem by the teenage boy that they had accompanying that, just the whole evening, in a way it's about the sort of resonance of death in our lives, and that's what those poems are about, even from a young boy. I think you read in the program the story of that boy's poem, that he was part of a whole class that was taken through the Holocaust Museum, and they were all asked to write a poem about their experience. And just from the mouths of babes out came this beautiful, pure rumination on death.
And the beautiful letter from Mozart to his father. Death, of course, during Mozart's day was all around. They didn't have antibiotics. He lost his siblings, and as a father lost his children. When you first spoke with Manfred Honeck, how did it strike you? How did he explain to you his concept for the evening?
Well, I met Manfred for the first time when I arrived here, and I'd already heard a long description of, I guess it was his words. So much of it is expressed in the graphics that they put up at the very beginning. That death is so much a part of our lives, but it was much more part of daily life 200 and 300 years ago. And he said so much death is regarded as something to be feared, run from, and denied in modern day, and do anything you can to. Whereas in Mozart's time, it's something you simply had to accept because it was so much a part of life. And the letter that Mozart writes to his father at the beginning almost defines it. I mean, it's quite an alarming statement that he has befriended death, that he regards death as a blessedness. But in fact, what do you have? You have this extraordinary piece of music that is a rumination on death. I mean, it's what sort of fueled him artistically.
Are we ready with our first question now?